Hi Gemini, welcome to your Spiritual Gifts and Divine Purpose General Reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Gemini. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who needs to hear this message. So I am doing something completely different, Gemini. For this reading, I am asking Spirit, God, the universe about your special gifts, spiritual gifts, and what you're meant to do and bring them into this world as your divine purpose. I feel like astrologically, we kind of need this with Mercury retrograde happening and all the confusion around what we're doing, if we're doing it right, and the muddled thinking. I just want to clear the space for you guys. So I hope you enjoy this reading because I'm really excited to do it. Let's go ahead and get this started. First, I'm going to use my sound bowl here to clear, set the energy, and do a mini meditation with you guys. But if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect with your energy. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in, ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that, I just want you to open up your energy to ask about the questions of your purpose, about your gifts, what they're meant to do, anything that you just need further clarity on or just need to become aware of. Let's see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and see what Spirit wants to talk about as far as your gifts, as your divine purpose, what you need to be aware of or what you need to further focus on to help fulfill your divine purpose and plan. So let's see. Tell me about the gifts that were given to Gemini, being born into this lifetime, naturally, the soul essence of Gemini that can be represented through these cards. Tell me about this energy for Gemini. Okay, so we have dolphin here with play. And it says, swim in the happy joy of living, inhale confidence and exhale fear, dive into your wisdom, go with the flow. I love this. This is happy energy. This is, you know what? I'm just going to roll with life. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to do the best I can. I know I'm going to make mistakes. I know there's going to be challenges. But what I also know is that I have the power and the will to overcome them. So let's just go for the ride. Like, you guys are just a breath of fresh air in a lot of people's lives who are so anxious. And not to say you don't get anxiety or anything, but you guys are starting to learn or have learned that, you know, over worrying, over stressing is just creating so much low vibrational tension. You have learned to just go with the flow of life, to be open, to be happy. People see you as very friendly. People see you as a really fun. You may have a very distinct laugh that people kind of love hearing when you enter the room. They're like, oh, Gemini's here. I do feel as if you're someone that likes to have a lot of fun, likes to be adventurous, likes to experience and explore. And just like your happy energy is so contagious, people catch on to it and then want to be in your crew, want you to come to their parties, to their events, because you are just someone that just brings the fun and brings the light. I love this. Tell me more about Gemini's energy, Gemini's gifts, and soul purpose this lifetime. Tell me more about this energy here for Gemini. The celebrity with the sun. Okay, Leo energy coming through here. I lead with my light. And it says charismatic, imaginative, luminous, confident, authentic, inspiring, passionate, magnetic, impactful, public, fashionable, independent, noble, generous, and unique. You stand out. Yeah, definitely. More so, I felt that with a couple other signs. I forget who. I believe it was like Taurus and someone else, but you, Gemini, really are, when you walk in the room, people notice you. You have a gravitational energy that people are just naturally drawn into you. You're charismatic, you're charming, you're witty. And even some of you guys could be well known, whether that's on social media, whether that's in your community, whether that's in your family. People have a lot of stories to share about you and the good times that they have with you, and your name carries far and you have a reputation. And I wonder if some of you guys have always had this, like, I'm seeing Almost Famous, that movie poster, but just like always wanted to get to some place of well-known, to be in the spotlight. So this is like very nice energy. I love tapping into this energy. And you guys are like trendsetters, especially whether that is the way you dictate and live your life, which is inspirational, or even like your fashion sense is always on point. People want to know where you got your clothes from or how you put your looks together. I mean, you are someone that just brings happiness into this world, and what you create and what you put out there just uplifts other people and lets people relax and lets people kind of enjoy life. Wow. Okay, let's get into the tarot here. Tell me more about Gemini's gift, Spirit. I'm going to ask for 3 gifts of Gemini in this lifetime that they need to be aware of, know about, dive deeper into. Okay, so the first one we have is the 7 of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Yeah, strong Taurus energy I'm feeling. So if you do have strong Taurus in your chart, I suggest checking out the Taurus reading to see if there's messages for you there. You don't let much rock you, okay? You are unshakable. You are unbroken. There has been times where you've been through some challenging experiences, but I mean, you know how to get it together. You know how to make the right decisions to keep things back in balance. You have incredible self-control. Incredible self-control. What is that saying? I forget if it's like, it could be like Buddhist or Taoist, I forget, but it's kind of like anger. If anger has power over you, you're powerless type of thing. Or people's reaction, you're giving your power over. If you respond in a negative way, you're taking power from you. Not you, Gemini. You are someone that cannot be trifled with, that cannot be bothered. You, whether this is just something you've come to learn or always had about yourself, like you know what matters. And you know the trivial pettiness that people try to throw your way or people try to get you engaged in is something that is not part of your vibration. And you don't like to pick fights. You don't like to be dramatic. You like to be in, you know, a calm, chill environment. Like you're all about the vibes. And if the vibes are off, you will just avoid it. You won't even confront it. You don't need to. I like that. Tell me more about Gemini's gifts. Okay. The King of Fire, Leo energy here. So yeah, you are ambitious. You are someone that likes to take action. You don't like to sit back and let life just flow you by. If there's something you want, you go get it. And you are someone that gets a lot of attention. You get noticed. You are someone that is creative, that has, I don't know, some sort of quality to you that is captivating, really. Tell me more about Gemini's gifts. Tell me more about Gemini's gifts this lifetime, Spirit. Okay, and then we have the 3 of Swords. Interesting. Sagittarius also got this card, but it was a clarifier card. Libra energy. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify these to dive deeper. Tell me more about 7 of Pentacles. We'll get to the 3 of Swords, don't worry. Tell me about the 7 of Pentacles. For Gemini's gifts. Journey, yeah. You accept the journey. That's the beautiful thing about you. You don't force anything, rush into anything. You are in the present moment and accept the present moment. Use that as a gift to manifest what you want. And you are someone that has goals, has dreams, has a vision to even make a mark in this world for sure. But you know that everything needs to go in a certain way at a certain pace, and there are steps and levels that you need to cross in order to get there, and you're okay with that. You're comfortable with that. You don't start to, get anxiety and stress over the things that aren't happening. Why aren't they there yet? Like, you have mastered the thought of surrendering the process, surrendering the need to know why and the outcome exactly. Because there's a source of confidence in you that you will be fine. You will be fine, period. And while I wait, I can have fun. I can explore some sides of myself. I can go out there and experience new relationships, new opportunities, new, careers. Or I feel like you guys are definitely one that jumps from career to career or job to job. You don't like to be in the same. When something gets mundane, it gets boring. That type of energy. Tell me more about the King of Fire. Union. Ooh, I feel very strong soulmate energy here. And I feel like there's a King of Fire in your life. And if this is you, just bear with me for a second, but a King of Fire in your life that feels lit up when you're in their presence, that feels passionate, hungry, like they need more, that you guys have passionate experiences. You want each other, you need each other, you crave each other. And this is the only person that could fulfill that need within you, or you're the only one that could fulfill that need within them. And they find you as a gift. They find you as like this rare find, this diamond in the rough of the dating world that we're currently in. But there's other messages here that we'll get to in a second. But tell me more about the Three of Swords as well for Gemini. Tell me more about the Three of Swords for Gemini. Self, beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. Life has been very interesting for you, Gemini. You have seen it all. You have been through it all. You've been through the ups and downs, and you know the complexities of life. So, even with those harder experiences, there's a good that comes after it. It's almost giving me Wheel of Fortune energy, where it's like we go through the ups and the downs. The only thing that is consistent is change. And I think there's a lot of people that have a hard time with change, while you're kind of the master of adapting to it. You see that it's necessary when something has to change, when something has to go, when something has been, held on for too long. You identify it, and you're not afraid of that change to come. You see it as a necessity, which is a gift here. You don't get caught up in the illusions of, what could happen, what should happen. You just say, what, if it's happening for a reason. The koi fish is really sticking out to me. I wonder if some of you guys have some sort of personal reference or resonance with the koi fish, or have like a koi fish tattoo. But let's go ahead and dive a little bit into the union and the King of Fire here. So again, this could be that soulmate I was talking about. They could have a beard, a goatee, you could. But anyway, I feel with this combination, if it's not so much romance related, it's the fact that you are very much aware of what is in your alignment. You are very aware of what is meant to be your purpose, of what is meant to be your goals. I think you've had this idea ever since you were a child of what you were meant to do. And you felt very strongly with that one aspect of your life forever, whether that's being a parent, whether that's being an entrepreneur, whether that's being a creator. This is general. But you're meant to make that mark in there. You have this gift naturally. It feels with the King of Wands and this union that you were blessed with the excelled form of this gift. Whether it is music, whether it is, the charisma, whether it is putting things together, solving problems, you are well known for it because it is a part of you, because it's a part of your divine plan. You're so sure of it, Gemini. And people see how much of a part of you it is and how naturally talented you are at it. This passion, this goal, this dream that you have. It's been rooted in your DNA to be gifted in it and to move forward in it and to trust in it. Absolutely. Now let's go into the Three of Swords and the Self. I mean, this gives me like goosebumps almost, this combination here. So this is the Dreams of Gaia tarot deck. It's not supposed to be the same as the Rider-Waite-Smith and those original depictions, but I do nonetheless feel a little bit of the pains that life gives us. And some of you guys, it was in the beginning of your life more so. You had these insecurities, doubts, maybe even some of you were bullied, some of you were criticized, some of you were ostracized, judged for being who you are, for living yourself so freely, whether this was from family or kids at school or something like that. But I feel as if with those traumas and those wounds that some people let define for the rest of their life and to make it so they can't give themselves a chance, you broke out of that. You learned from the very beginning that that meant that someone else had a problem. I wasn't the problem. You know, especially I'm not talking about things where we make mistakes. Of course, we can hold accountability to that, but I'm saying more so of like being yourself bothered someone so much that they had to try to put you down. And you've healed that wound within you if there was insecurity that formed from that, of people not understanding you, of people not taking you seriously, I'm kind of feeling. That has been something that you've been able to identify the truth of the matter, not to let the illusions and the fears be the running dictator of figuring that out and healing that from the ground up. You are so comfortable now with being yourself and being who you are. Even in the beginning when that wasn't so accepted. Now you're okay with it. Now you accept it. And now you live your life freely, which is so much happier than what most can say. That's beautiful, Gemini. I love that. Some of you guys may have been finding feathers or found a specific feather very recently. I feel like around your car, but honestly, it could be anywhere. Maybe the doves or the seagulls have a deep meaning to you guys or resonance of what you've been seeing quite a bit often. Wow, okay. Let's go ahead and dive deeper into this. Tell me more about Gemini's gifts, Spirit. Tell me more about Gemini's spiritual gifts and divine purpose in this lifetime. Oh, Earth Angel. I felt Earth Angel energy. I believe it was either Aries or Pisces. I forget. But you are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. That's why you have this beautiful dolphin energy. That's why people are drawn to you. You are an Earth Angel and you have a lot to show as far as the gift of love, the gift of having fun, the gift of opening up, the gift of being free, goofy, their original selves. And you will let others know when you see the true essence in people and that they are appreciated. So like, let's just say that, for example, you have a friend that you meet through work or college and they're really shy and they're really guarded. Not that that's a problem, but you see that there's a part of themselves that wants to break free. You help those people who don't feel like they can be themselves or that they can be open or that they can be vulnerable feel that way. And it's so liberating to them, Gemini. It really is. And by accepting them as who they are, by not being judgmental, by being open, it helps spread the love of acceptance, of originality. And you touch a lot of people's lives. You really do. And that's part of like the stories that people have with you. You know, like I feel like one day when you transition, go into the next world, when you pass away, you're going to have a funeral of people that just have so many stories about the times they had with you, the times that you helped them, the times you were there for them. Like your funeral is going to be a whole room full of love because of what you've done for others and because of the light you brought to others. I see that very, very clearly here. Tell me more about Gemini's gifts, divine purpose, and what they're meant to do for this world. tell me more about Gemini's gifts. Yoga. Babaji. Okay, so some of you guys, again, we're all in different timelines. If you're into yoga, I wonder if like part of your growth and what you're meant to do to help others is to like lead little classes in yoga or have your own yoga practice, or even for yourself when you feel a little bit out of balance to get into yoga. I feel like moving your body and stretching your body helps release a lot of nervousness or tensions. Especially if plans don't go accordingly, just to, you know, put the pencil down of like trying to get it all done and work, put the phone down, just start doing yoga, and how much that kind of helps open the portals within your chakras to be open, to let go of certain tensions. Absolutely. Now, others of you who have been interested in yoga, have been interested in just doing a beginner's class, I think you guys are going to see the significance and how much better you feel as you give your body the time of day to stretch, to, you know, be flexible. I think you guys are naturally flexible, but you can even be more so, body-wise, even metaphorically, I don't know. But I also feel like an interest in Kama Sutra. I don't know why that's coming up, but maybe some of you guys are interested in exploring Kama Sutra. And that could be something that is also very healing for you and a soulmate or a potential lover in the future or now. But overall with yoga, yeah, I think you guys are meant to start having yoga be a big part of your life, or some sort of physical activity. So, you know, any times where you are on the wheel where it's a little bit more difficult, where there are a little bit more challenges, by being able to physically let go of the tension, it allows your soul to be at peace again. All right, tell me more. What is the advice you guys, Spirit Universe, has for Gemini? What advice do you guys need to hear about your gifts and your purpose? This profound purpose, honestly. Number 31, embrace the dark. Shine your true light upon this earth. Whoa, there can only be light when there's darkness. So yeah, I do feel with this message being said, you know, for some of you, it may be worth kind of diving into a deeper part of yourself that may still need a little bit of work, which we all do. Healing is never ending. I definitely don't feel as if it's a big, you know, wound or something that, you know, still affects you, because I feel you're very high vibrational. But I feel there's something like one last puzzle piece that maybe it's been taking you some time to address, it's been taking you some time to work through, that you're ready now to do so. You're ready now to take an honest look at that harder part of your life, or that one wound within yourself. You have the tools and the resources now to transmute that energy into, you know, a tool instead of a wound, a tool you can use when being faced with certain situations that are triggering you, or seeing that same type of energy that could come up in future endeavors, or people using that more so than letting it use you. I think it's ready. And again, it doesn't feel, you know, something that affects you truly, but it's still there in the back of your mind or deep in your heart. That spirit is saying, you know what, just take care of this. And, you know, day by day, step by step, you will start to see the unfolding of all that you are still meant to succeed and still meant to come your way. Because even with all the good that you are starting to experience or have experienced, there's even more you can. So embrace that darkness that some of you may have been kind of trying to avoid or trying not to really sit in. You're ready for it, Gemini. You're ready to sit in that and to let it go, because you have the inner light that's just going to be more powerful than any darkness. All right, Gemini. Let's go ahead and get a card for you guys. This is going to be your crystal card. It's going to help you further understand your gifts and talents. And I'm going to read the excerpt from the book because I find the book to explain it so beautifully. You either can work with this crystal, you can either call this crystal's energy in if it is expensive to buy. And remember my words when you're faced with like a dilemma or need some insight and clarity, because it will help you remind yourself of your innate gifts and talents. Anything else we can tell Gemini about their gifts, talents, and purpose? Herkimer Diamond, number 46. Diamond in the rough. Let's see. Or you are a gem. Okay. 46. Instant energy. Powerful energy generators that access and release past life information. Herkimer diamonds make excellent shields against geopathic stress and EMFs. This crystal works beyond the physical levels of being to bring harmony to the energy, bodies, and the soul. Keep careful note of your dreams as they reveal underlying causes of your disease. You may be particularly sensitive to EMF frequencies, radioactivity, and detrimental earth energies. You may also be physically sensitive and need to clear a blocked third eye. Check that you are not living on a negative earth energy line. You may be addicted to your tablet or mobile phone and receiving detrimental vibes therefrom. Screen yourself appropriately. Healing insight, high vibration, high impact energy can dramatically change your world. Frequency is extremely high. All the chakras are associated with this crystal. The timing is spring and soul path is seeing the light. And this right here is on page 111. So that could be a number synchronicity you've been seeing. Your birthday could be June 1st, June 11th, maybe May 31st or May 21st for some of you guys. But yeah, the main points here I want to say is that if you felt recently that something has been off, I would check to make sure that you are not in like a highly chemically active area. So let me just say, like, for example, next to an airport or next to a radio station or a signal tower. If you guys have been kind of feeling a little bit less than yourselves, it could be due to the 5G on your phone that may be draining you. If you have been like addicted to your phone lately, especially if you are a social media influencer or do a lot of work through the internet, Spirit wants to let you or remind you to take a little bit of break from that. Whether it's detrimental to your well-being, physically, spiritually, or mentally, that is something to pay attention to. If you're afraid that your work is based off it, your spirit guides and angels will take care of the algorithm and the influence coming your way, but give yourself that break when you need it. But you are meant to transmute lower vibrationals energy into high vibrations. And I think you are well on your path to succeeding in that destiny that is meant for you. And I think even for a lot of you guys, you are leaving a mark that will be talked about for a very long time. Whether that's through your family, whether that's through your community, or something even more global, more of a larger platform, you will be remembered, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me here for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope it gave you the clarity, insight, healing, guidance in regards to your special gifts and what you're meant to do in this world, in this lifetime with them. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Gemini, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Gemini.